All right, so let's go ahead and do another section of our review. So this is the part 2 of the Systems of Equations module review. So when we left off, we were on number 6. So we had rewritten number 6, the first equation, and had gotten x equals 11 plus y. We took that and we substituted it in for the x. And so that gave us 2 times 11 plus y equals 19. Solving that equation, and we had already figured out that y equals -1. Now, we want to take that -1, and we're going to go and put it in our other equation. So x minus, I'm not going to put in in y, I'm going to put in -1. And then that equals 11. A minus, a negative is a plus. Okay? So that'll simplify things a little bit. So minus 1, x equals 10. So our points is 10, -1. This is our answer. Number 7. So number 7, you're making a prediction. Without graphing it, without substitution, just predicting what will the answer be to this systems of equations. Well, when I see that these equations both have 6x, they're identical all the way through here, and so really the only difference between these two equations is right here with a +9 and a -9. So I know that we're going to end up, because they have the same coefficients with the x, that if I rearrange those equations, I can predict that the only difference within the two equations is going to be the y-intercept. So they're going to have the same slope, they're going to have different y-intercepts. And when that is the case, the answer would be no solution. Okay? Now, to verify that, if I rewrite this equation, I'm going to end up with y equals 3x minus 9/2. If I rewrite this equation, I end up with y equals 3x plus 9/2. So our only difference is this negative and positive right here. They have the same slope, different y-intercepts, so that means no solution. Number 8, we're checking to see if the points are a solution for the system of equations. The way we do that is we plug it in. So remember that our first point is x, our second point is y. So we're going to start out, I'm going to use our first equation first. So it's telling me that 0 equals -2 plus 2. Well, -2 plus 2, that equals 0. Okay, so right now, I'm good. Now let's look at the second equation. 4 times -2 plus, not y, but 0 equals -4. So 4 times -2 is -8, plus 0 is -8. That is not true. So, is A solution? No. And the reason is that it does not work in both equations. Now, let's try our second point. So, again, this is x, this is y. So, 4 minus 2 plus 2. Okay, well, 2 plus 2 is 4. So that's a check there. Taking it into the second one, -4 times 2 plus 4. And we want to know, does that equal -4? -4 times 2 is 8 plus 4. It's going to give me -4. Those two things are yes. So since it works in both equations, the answer is yes. 2, 4 is a solution. Looking at number 9. So this next section, you had some answer choices that you had written down for our types of solutions. Number 9, If you add two equations and the resulting sum is a statement that cannot be true, such as 4 equals 9, then the system has, okay, so let's look at what information that we have. So we're left with this statement right here. The variables are canceled, there are no variables, and it is a false statement. That means that the system has no solutions. Okay, moving on, looking at number 10. So number 10, if you subtract two equations and the resulting difference is a statement that must be true. So we're left with this right here. Variables canceled out, and we are left with a true statement. That means that there are infinitely many solutions. Okay. Looking at the next piece. So do the equations have one solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions? So looking at number 11, if we rearrange this first equation, because right now the second one's already in slope-intercept form, but we need to get this one there. X plus 3y equals negative 3. So I want to minus x. That's going to leave me with 3y equals, I'm going to reverse my order, negative x minus 3. Divide by 3 all the way across. So we end up with y equals negative 1/3 x minus 1. So comparing our two equations, here is our slope. The slopes are identical. Here are the y-intercepts. They are identical. That means that we have infinitely many solutions. Okay, number 12. We need to reorganize this second equation. So I'm going to do plus 2x plus 2x. That leaves me with y equals, I'm going to reorganize it to x minus 3. So comparing our equations, we have different slopes. We have different y-intercepts. The y-intercept for this one is 0. So we have 0 and negative 3. They are different. Different slopes, different y-intercepts. That means that there is only one solution. Number 13, what is the solution of the system of equations below? Well, I can look at this first equation right here, y equals 3. There are only two possibilities. I can automatically mark out A and D because this one has a y of 2 and this one has a negative 2, so it can't be those. So I know it has to either be B or C. But I want to if I reorganize, or actually if I do my substitution is what I need to do. I need to take this 3 and put it in for y. So 2x minus 1 equals 3 plus 1 plus 1. That's going to leave me with 2x equals 4. Divide by 2. That leaves me with x equals 2. So that means that B is the answer. Number 14, the graph of the system of equations. We have two equations right here and right here that's shown which ordered pair is a solution to the system. Well, right here is the point where they cross. And so if we look for our x, 1, 2, okay, so our x has to be 2. So right now it looks like C is our best choice. Let's go ahead and check it though. Our y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that is correct. C is the correct answer.